Well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're gonna make that happen?
Huh?
You're gonna make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm gonna get these straps that I'm gonna go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Now, strap season, I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he code switch focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, Godfather, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a piece, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, then you might want to get out of Dodge by the evening. Honestly, they can smell the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind at the evening.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a... Cause when you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they want to call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, Godfather. I'm the kingpin.
God dang, boy. We last night, man, everybody know that your boy Anderson, you know what I'm saying, he kind of pitched out a rotten egg last night, you know. But the whole night wasn't bad, you know, what I'm saying, in itself because, you know, your boy FA Ajagba kind of saved the night a little bit, you know what I'm saying, as far as entertainment go. Because when your boy came up there, um, when Jared Anderson, man, Jared Anderson looked terrible, man. You know, F.A. Jabba, man, I was impressed by him improving as a heavyweight. I mean, because from where he was and where he came from to where he is now, he's a whole different type of fighter. But I mean, he still got the same flaws, but at least he got a little bit better defense. But that fight was you know, a back and forth, excellent, entertaining heavyweight bout. It kind of made up for the snooze fest that Jared Anderson gave us. I don't know why. I don't know why this guy is always acting like he's some kind of entertainer or something. Because he come into the ring with pimp suits on and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? You gotta entertain the people, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like really bring some action. You know what I'm saying? You got to, bring out the best. You know what I'm saying? And he's not fighting the best, and he's looking terrible because in that fight, you know, he was the only one doing all the damn punching. And this Rahia guy, he was just there to just make him look good. This wasn't even a good showcase fight. I think everybody was booing from the second round on. And it was just kind of ugly, man. For it was just embarrassing for Top Rank to put my man in that position. Um, I mean, for him, this is supposed to be a showcase fight, and there was no showcase. You know what I'm saying? It was just only you in the coasting on a guy that was, hanging back. Clearly, he did not want to win. Clearly, he was just trying to go the distance. This was like putting a sparring match, what I'm saying, in front of in the limelight. So I wasn't impressed. And so in other news, you got Eddie Hearn trolling the PBC. He's telling the PBC, what I'm saying, he really what he wants is that fight. He wants some fights over there. He wants the Spence fight, the Fundora fight, since PBC got all the renowned 154 pounders. You know what I'm saying? He want those fights. So he's trolling a little bit since he done snapped up Jerron Boots Ennis, and he's feeling real cocky right now. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm saying, those are going to be some big fights to be made. He's going to have to get along and what I'm saying, make good with Al Heyman. So right now, Eddie Hearn is his swag is on 10 right now. His damn total swag is on 10. You know what I'm saying? He's shaking a little tail feather right now because he got the best 147 and maybe the best 154 pounder in the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy. And also we got your boy Abdullah Mason. You know what I'm saying? Now they done latched on to him. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's new. Excuse me, y'all. He's new, but they calling him the anti-Haney man. I thought that was totally disrespectful. I want to read this article and go through this article with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought it was mad disrespectful the way they trying to do my man Haney. You know what I'm saying? And pump up Abdullah Mason. Even though Abdullah Mason is an exciting fighter, got rid of Ronell or Ron or whatever. He got rid of that guy in 3 rounds. That shit was entertaining. That's what I call entertainment. This guy, I love the way he boxes. I like the way, saying he sets up his defense, and I love the way his rotation on his punches, his combination. So Abdullah Mason is truly, saying exciting to watch. But to call the man the anti-Haney, that's mad disrespectful. You know what I'm saying, to Devin Haney, because Devin Haney has done nothing but, saying try to go for the best fights. And, saying Abdullah Mason, even though it's great of a prospect that he is, I don't think that saying calling him the anti Haney is cool right now. You know what I'm saying? Because he haven't really proved himself yet. He haven't even stepped up yet. Even though I think he will do well. I think he got the talent to do well. But it's just kind of insane that they insulting all the insults. They throwing towards Devin Haney. I don't think it's warranted. You know what I'm saying? And already they making him the rival by saying that he's better than a guy who's got undisputed. Devin Haney, he was undisputed at 135. So, but they already saying that Abdullah Mason is better than Devin Haney, and I just thought that was crazy, man. I was like, damn. I say we are not gonna let these guys, step up and go through the rankings. You know what I'm saying, before we start saying things like that. But in this article, it's pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let's go here, and I'm going to read this article, man. It's crazy. It says lightweight Abdullah Mason showed last Saturday night with his fourth round. I thought it was third round, fourth round TKO win over Ron 14, 14, 6, and 11, and Corpus Christi that he's already better than Devin Haney and would beat him now if if the two fought. Isn't that crazy? He says Haney will likely never agree to fight the 5'9" Southpaw Masons. Masons a Southpaw. He's got 13 wins, 0 losses, and 11 KOs. As Devin is Devin is very calculated with his opponents. Still, Mason is the real thing and isn't building his career on smoke and mirrors with careful matchmaking. Now, all this stuff they can say about Canelo. You know what I'm saying? But they saying this shit about Devin Haney, somebody who's trying to fight the best. This is crazy. This is what we mean by the fighters who are really, traditional and old school and go for the big fights and the best fights. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is the treatment they get. He said Mason's got the goods at this point in his career. 20-year-old Mason is a much better fighter than a former undisputed lightweight champion Haney. They're already making these claims, which is kind of crazy to put this on paper like this. He said the only thing holding Mason back is he's fighting in a division where he won't get many opportunities for big fights. Says unlike Haney, who is more of a manufactured fighter, a guy with a crafted image from. I mean, they really like going in from carefully matchmaking, and some believe he's borrowed Javante Davis' dress style. Who is this? Is this a fan writing this shit? He says Abdullah Mason is more the real thing. Say he punches harder, faster. I mean, how do you? Jesus Christ! He punches harder and faster and shows more guts inside the ring than Haney. He's not a fake. He's not a fake. Hmm. He said Mason fight style is missing. Fight style is missing from Haney's technical. He says Mason's fighting style is missing from Haney's technical. He says approach to his fights. He said he's everything that Haney is not and has potential of being a true star, not a fake manufactured one built on soft matchmaking and gift decisions. Wow. Right, they really want to make him pay for that for beating Lomachenko. He says the lightweight division glass ceiling. He says staying at 135 may hold him back because Davis, Shakur, and Vasil Lomachenko would probably never fight him. Abdullah Mason's main problem is that he lacked the opportunity for him at lightweight. He says the popular fighters are going to fight a dangerous young talent like Mason, and it would be a waste of his career to hang out around the division, waiting and hoping for one of them to face him. So I guess they're trying to move him up to where everybody's at 140. At 140, so it's too risky for these fighters to risk their rep on a big puncher like Mason, who could potentially ruin their earning potential. Mason is also promoted by Top Rank, which is another reason why fighters like Shakur and others would never fight him. He says staying at lightweight could involve Mason being isolated, doomed to fight no-name opposition his entire career without becoming a star. Since 140 offers opportunities, move up 140 to fight these guys: Devin Haney, Isaac Cruz, Ryan Garcia, Sabri Matias, Teofimo Lopez, Richard Hitchens, and Jose Ramirez, and Liam Perro. Uh, yeah. So I mean, they're pretty biased on this shit. Yeah, so he says, geez, right, Mason just fought a guy with 5 losses, shaking my head. Exactly. I'm like, where do they get these little writers from, man? They be like biased as hell. I mean, so that's just more of them going in on Devin. And you don't have to be a Devin Haney fanboy. You know what I'm saying? To see, saying the hate out here for this man. It's like when it's hate for your favorite fighter, there's a problem. But when it's hate for like Devin Haney, you don't have no problem with it. My thing is, let's give all these fighters that's trying to fight some respect. I mean, I understand Jared Anderson. He had nothing to do with his opponent. Not really, putting out a lot of, um, you know, a big fight. He really wasn't trying to uh, punch that much. So he was just really trying to survive, and that wasn't Jared Anderson's fault. You know what I'm saying? Jared Anderson, though, he's supposed to be a special fighter, and if you're a special fighter, you got to find a way to perform. That's what special fighters do. They get in there and perform. Sometimes they don't perform their best, but from what I see, Jared Anderson don't seem like he's ready for the prime time. He's not ready for prime time because he's gonna have to, separate himself in these step up fights. He's really gonna have to step it up. And that's no knock to saying that he can't or he won't. But what I'm saying is, every time we see him, I'm not looking forward to seeing his next fight. That's what I'm saying. I'm not looking forward to seeing his next fight. You know, he could have went for it. He could have put some power. That guy wasn't gonna be able to handle him. What I'm saying, going all out and like really trying to get his ass up out of there. For him to just fall back and what I'm saying, and just kind of box him from the outside, that was just kind of you know that just stunk up the room. That totally stuck up the room, and I wasn't having that, man. I was like, shit, you know. I mean, luckily he had maybe a couple of other good fights on the card. Roberson, Kasinkow, even though that wasn't a great fight either, but it was good to see him go out there and perform and get a fight up under his wing, a fight up under his belt. So that was kind of cool. And you know, Eddie Hearn, he's been, you know, really, really, cocky here lately, man. It's like that dude really is on cloud nine with Boots in his corner. Let me see. I was gonna show you an interview that I was checking out with Eddie. Let's see. And oh shit. Let me see. Okay, I think I went to the film. Let me bring this up so you guys can see what Eddie's talking about. Uh, and he's just doing interviews after interviews. I think I have to block it out. I'm gonna do um tell you what he's talking about. Let me see. Let me take my little warning thing because I don't want to get no strikes. Let's see. All right, here we go. We put that on there. So I don't get no strikes. Let's see. So here's Eddie talking shit.
Loyal. He stayed a believer until he realised things were going to pass him by.
Yeah.
And he took the leap with us. And
Hold on, let me take that
everybody
back a
wanted him,
little
obviously.
bit.
And I'm just so pleased that Matchroom and DAZN
Yeah, let me
get,
take
as
that
I
back a
said, a
little bit,
pound for
y'all.
pound. And I've been grafting and I've been grafting and I've been grafting. He stayed loyal. He stayed a believer until
You're talking about
he
Jerron Boots in
realised
it, y'all.
things were going to pass him by.
Yeah.
And he took the leap with us. And everybody wanted him, obviously. And I'm just so pleased that Matchroom and DAZN get, as I said, a pound for pound talent. And, we got to make sure that we get this guy in the big fights. Let's take him to Philadelphia in the summer, headline him, keep him active. But what a fighter. And when you've got someone that good, it's amazing to just know that you've got. But it's going to be hard to match.
Did Conor Ben message you?
No, not yet. I mean, he's always said that he wants that fight. And I've always said to him, mate, I think you're a fight or two away from Ennis, purely because he's the best in the division. I hope that Terence Crawford can come back to 47 and make that fight, because I do think Crawford is.
Cause they want that belt. You know what I'm saying? They want them belts from Terrence Crawford, but they already know it's gonna take something significant to get Crawford into the ring. You know what I'm saying? And I think Eddie's prepared to spend that money to get Crawford up in there to get that legacy for Boots.
Is pound for pound number one as well. That's just like a fight for the ages. But what you have to do with someone with the ability of Jerron Ennis is build him up so that the reward's there.
Public knows him.
Everybody's going to go, oh, what's the point in fighting Jerron Ennis? Well, that's what people say when someone's really good. But when you take a bag of money to them and say, this is the reason to fight Jerron Ennis, sometimes
conversations change.
Yeah.
There must be a plan, Ed. So is there a date in mind?
Yeah,
first
so he
of
has a mandatory. We're going to get that dusted off ASAP, June time, back in Philadelphia, and just keep him active. But also, we had a situation with Demetrius Andrade.
So you heard that, Boots got a mandatory coming up, and that's probably gonna be that Crawley fight that they've been bouncing around, because Crawley been bouncing around and everything, you know what I'm saying? So they've been trying to really pin that fight down.
A few years ago, where no one wanted to fight him.
Yeah.
So you're getting him out, and the activity's good, but you've got to find a way to maneuver the big fights, and we couldn't do it with Demetrius for the reason of no one wanted to fight him because the reward wasn't there. Jerron.
Well, nobody wants to fight Boots either. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of a weird statement. See, they'd be putting shit out there and you never get no pushback. But, nobody want to fight Boots either. You know what I'm saying? So, I know they're saying Conor Ben wants to fight him, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Or if he do, so kind of being don't have a whole lot to lose. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's kind of crazy. But Demetri to compare him to Demetrius Andrade is ridiculous because they just screwed him over.
Ron's a little bit different. He's a welterweight. He's already established.
Would he go to 54?
I think he will in time.
Okay.
But right now,
need
let's
to
try
now.
and be undisputed at 147. You know, if you look at the big names and the divisions right now, it's a bit like lightweight was a buzz division. Now they've moved to 40. So 140 is now the big division in boxing. Welterweight for a long time was one of the flagship divisions.
Yeah.
Now they're moving to 54. Spence, Crawford, all those guys. So he's now got to go through the likes of Barrios with the WBC, Stanionis with the WBA. They're not massive names. Hopefully we can lure them into unification fights, let Boots become undisputed at 147, then chase down the Spences and the Crawfords at 54. And by that point, he'll be a big enough name that those fights are worth mega money for.
You'd also have to remember the 40s.
So that's the plan. So that's the plan. I told y'all that's what it was, man. That's the plan. You know what I'm saying? You know, um, that's the plan. You know what I'm saying? Get Boots to fight Estanionis and you know what I'm saying, everybody who got a belt at 147, right? And then, you know what I'm saying, build up his name and then he'll move up and fight the Aerosmith Juniors and the the Terrence Crawfords. And that's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn is doing his thing, man. People talk shit about, Eddie, but and he's a little shady, but man, you know what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn is doing his thing, man, for sure. He's like really he's
He's
moving
going to jump
well.
as well. So the 40-pound fighter, they're definitely going to
There's
jump.
a few
because
big,
they're going to
big
want to.
140
They're
guys as
all
well.
going to want to test and face him at some point. I mean, they're all going to rise and go through it. It's just I hate to see a fighter rise too much. So for someone like Boots, I think 54, 60 top should be the limit.
Yeah.
Nowhere above any of that, but dominate amongst them three weight divisions. And I think, I'm not going to lie, I think he
Yeah,
can.
I mean, I don't want to hype him too much, but
You're about to.
But I want to see him.
This fool tell me something. He don't want to hype Boots too much. You know what I'm saying? And Tony Bay was telling me something. You was about to. Like, oh my God, bro.
Be
Come on, man.
undisputed at 47, 54, and 60. Why not? He's honestly.
So he want to make him undisputed at 147, 154, and 160. Now 160 is going to be a stretch because he's got to get through 154. It's a lot of talent there. If you get through 154, I don't see nobody stopping him at 160, and that's just facts. That's
He's
just
got
the
the
facts.
ability to do it. Like he's that good. He is that good.
There's no question in that. He has the ability. A tenfold over. I mean, believe you me, you will see what he does to these welterweights. You will see this.
No, he's a
He has
fantastic
everything.
fighter. But as Eddie said, it's about getting the fighters in the ring with him to
Activity.
prove it. Can we talk about another rumor? Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano. I saw the picture with you and Frank Smith.
Oh,
outside
that's about them hoes. Let me see. But yeah, man, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's just, that's what it is. What's going on? Can we get some people in the building? What's going on, man? Why everybody so shy today? Come on up in the building. What did y'all think about the fight, man? Come on, man. We got to do some closure on the Jared fight. You know, um, it just kind of stunk up the joint. I just hope that is our hope for American boxing in the future. Because if anybody can name another American boxer that they think can like maybe dominate, you know what I'm saying, like the other European fighters, somebody let me know. Because I think Jared Anderson is our best bet. Hopefully he'll just get better from what he's been showing. Hopefully he'll get tested more too. Um, right now, I'm just kind of disappointed, what I'm saying, that he didn't try to finish that guy off. That guy was a sparring partner at best. Um, it's just I've wasted my time. But see, usually, what I'm saying, when I ignore a top rank event, that's when he have, all these crazy ass good fights. You know what I'm saying? So I said, let me sit in on this one. I said, let me sit in on this one. You know what I'm saying? And see what, they got going on. I don't even see him being able to like, really, beat any of, like a Usyk or like, I mean, I don't see him being able to beat those guys. I mean, I'm not even familiar with a lot of those guys because it was so foreign. They got so many foreign fighters coming in. So they need to really mix it up. I want to see the American boxing get better. You got trainers like Sugar Hill and shit, selling out. Saying selling out the American techniques and American style of boxing. Saying you see, him everywhere. I mean, he's making all kind of money. Saying helping those guys out. Um, but when he should be training American fighters, saying, and right now our Olympic record is looking terrible because you got nobody winning gold in America. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So, but let me see. I just wanted to come on and see what you guys, what y'all thought of that damn fight last night. You know what I'm saying? And put some closure on it. Um, you know, but since nobody ain't feeling this topic, I'll probably come back on later and test the weather then, maybe we can link up then because I do have things to do, if you guys don't want to come in, so I'll holler at you guys later, man. I see you guys in the next one, because you know, and nobody ain't feeling this fight. Peace out, man. I see you guys later.